Hi, I'm Luce DeBay, and I love to talk about movies 24/7. I've been fascinated with films as long as I can remember, and I upload weekly. Today I'm going to be talking about The Haunting of the Queen Mary, which is about a horror movie that's set on the Queen Mary, and it switches between past and present between two different families. It's directed by Gary Shore and Rebecca Harris. Stars Alice Eve, Joe Fry, and many other actors. It's written by Gary Shore and Tom Vaughn. All right, I'm going to start with the positives. There's not many, unfortunately, because this movie is terrible. I'm just going to be upfront. It's really bad. But the few positives I did have, I thought the directing was actually very good for the most part. There's a lot of cool, creative shots that I did like, and it did look good. And it had some decent, visual effects. Gore Eyes had some, interesting, cool kills. But that's it for the positives. I have to get to the negatives already. The beginning is just very uninteresting. It didn't hook you in. It starts out with very unlikable characters. You don't know where it's going or where it's headed, and you don't really follow. So the beginning is just like immediately just like uninteresting. The writing is terrible. I hate to say it, but it's really bad. It's like it feels like a fever dream. It's like a bunch of this random stuff put together. Just feels like a bunch of random shots or random sentences put together. It just switches between. It gets worse as it goes along. So it starts out just like it's like it's bad, but it just gets worse and worse and worse and worse until you're at the end. The acting was fine. Um, some of it was bad, but nothing stood out. That's for sure. Characters were absolutely terrible. Nobody was likable. I didn't care about anyone. Didn't care if anyone lived or died. Um, uh, the theme was very generic. Nothing special. I didn't care about any emotional aspects of the movie whatsoever. Like I said, the characters were bad, so I didn't care about anything that happened to anybody. No intensity at all because I just absolutely didn't care about a single thing that was happening in this movie. I almost shut it off, but I wasn't reviewing it. I definitely would have. It would have been the few movies I would have shut off. And I paid like $13 on Vudu, which is not a smart idea. I thought it would just be a fun horror movie, but I was very wrong. I should have rented it or something, or just not watched it. That would have been better. But yeah, this movie has no intensity or tension at all, and this flow of this movie is so bad. It's 2 hours, felt like four. I was just waiting for this movie to end. I was like, and I was kept on checking like how much time I left. I was like, I'm only 20 minutes in. I'm only 40. I'm almost an hour. Still got it, 40 minutes left. Oh man, I felt like it was never gonna end. The runtime was terrible. It's only a 2 hour movie, but like I said, it felt like really long movie. This movie is incredibly boring. Like I was almost fell asleep at one point. It's just like it just like starts out just like you might kind of be interested in where it's going, and then this quickly just loses your interest and gets boring, more uninteresting as it goes along. Story is absolutely terrible. Like I said, it doesn't make any sense. It just feels like a weird nightmare you'd have. It doesn't make any sense at all. Just random stuff that happens. There's no humor in this movie. Not that I didn't need it any. But it was just nothing. Man, this movie was absolutely terrible. Definitely one of the worst of the year. Bottom one or two for sure. Definitely don't recommend this one. Please never ever watch this one. It's really really bad. I'm gonna be generous and I'm gonna give it a D minus, and that's being generous because, like I said, I did like some of the shots with the directing and had some good practical effects. It's the only reason I'm giving D minus, and I'm still hesitant to give it that, but give credit to where credit's due. Besides that absolutely terrible movie, please never watch it. But thank you guys for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. You guys have a great day and take care. Bye.